What is up, RetroManiacs? Welcome to the Retro Card Chat Podcast. My name is Mike, and I am from Mike's Retro Trading Cards. You know, I was talking to the guys before we started, and we're all in agreement that this podcast should be postponed until the platoon is better rested. Right? Am I right? So we'll see you next week. No, that's not how it goes. How you doing, boys? Joe Day and EP Eric Pahalik, my world famous co-hosts.
So I'd be Ox, right?
Absolutely.
I'm Ox for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And Russell Ziski down there. Yeah, Ziski down there.
Totally a Ziski.
He's totally a Ziski.
Yep.
And you're John Winger.
Of course.
Winger. Yeah. Some people have
Stripes,
no idea what we're talking about.
Yes,
Stripes.
one of the greatest 80s comedies of all time.
Yeah.
Our audience probably knows Stripes. If someone stumbled onto this video under the age of, say, 35, Stripes, great movie, Bill Murray, hilarious 80s comedy. Go watch it.
They'd be turning us off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like prime John Candy, prime Bill Murray, prime Harold Ramis. Like, I mean, just amazing. Just amazing.
Yeah. Prime John Larroquette. Come on.
Oh, yeah. Gosh. Yeah. Forgot about it. Yeah.
Can't forget John Larroquette. Oh, Judge Reinhold also in that. Yeah.
Star-studded.
Star-studded. We should talk about this on a live stream sometime. This feels like a live stream combo.
Live stream, like we ever do those.
Yeah.
I think it's been 4 years since we've done
At
one.
least.
So how's it going, boys?
It's going good.
The Nationals over.
Yeah, I just got back, as you can see, new background. I did want to close the circle on a couple of things here at the top really quickly. So I'm actually back on my home base. The cards are not in my car, so I can actually show some real quick. And I wanted to do that to thank the people. We didn't mention Clint the last time. He hooked me up with this very cool Venom card. He hooked you up with something as well, Mike. Just some goofball cards. So thanks to Clint for that. I mentioned the gentleman behind us at the card show was selling non-sports, hooked me up with this Bates Motel box set. So thank you to him. Very cool. I'll have to dig into that. I don't know if I'll sleeve this or page this one because it's a box set. I kind of want to keep it in there, but yeah, you know, who knows. And then the big one, big shout out to Kevin from Harrisburg. I had mentioned he sent me like 2 packages, like this big of cards, of political cards. And they were these from the 1991 National Education Association cards. Here's Tom Ridge, our former governor, Secretary of Homeland Security, the first one. But yeah, I assume the set's like 536 cards because it's got all the senators, all the congressmen. So yeah, I'll have to put that set together. So thank you to him. But then he also gave me this pack of cards, which I still have yet to open. EP got these from him about 1.5 years ago or so,
2 years,
I believe. Like finally got them to me. Ironically, when Kevin was at the show, EP finally handed them to me. So I'm going to open them up real quick. I have not opened these up yet. But for Kevin to know about me collecting or being in politics and then me wanting to page my own stuff, I figure he might know what he wants to put in that I would like out of these packs. 85 Marino, obviously. We got some Warren Moon. Oh, we got Warren Moon as a Seahawk. I mean, he's not. Look at this. Look at this die cut. Warren Moon as a Seahawk. Shatner, Allen and Ginter. That is awesome. Oh, Super Pro, one of those pro set cards. Very cool. Oh wow, look at this. Oh yeah, there it is.
That's it.
There it is. Warren Moon. Another Moon is a Seahawk. Moon is a Seahawk. It's like he knows me or something. This is wild. We got the Ultimate Nullifier there, Mr. Fantastic. We've got U.S. Agent. We've got Dan Marino. And we've got, I think this is 86 tops, Warren Moon.
Nice.
Very, very nice. Thank you, Kevin. Really, really do appreciate that. People don't have to give us gifts, but we'll accept them.
Yeah,
We'll
I mean, it helps.
them.
Yeah,
it helps. It
definitely
doesn't hurt. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And the other thing I wanted to mention is I am not sending off that Leonard Nimoy autograph to SGC EP and Mike Jones. You're probably watching. I ended up making a trade, and that was involved in it, so you won't see a reveal. Don't worry, I disclosed the minor corner damage to the person I was trading with, but I traded that and a few other cards for a big card coming from England. That is your hint of what it could possibly be. It's someone who I've made deals with in the past, so it is. It's a cool card.
Did you finally get a Messi card?
No, but
he's been hunting for. Well,
I have been hunting, but the last thing is I bought a sports card, boys. I bought a sports card. Look at this for just under $300. I mean, $30.
Wow.
Look at that card. Literally a $30 card on eBay was up for auction. Kenny Pickett, H2P, Hail to Pit. PSA 5, don't know who's grading this card, but yeah, PSA 5, and it looks all of a 5. The one corner is really jacked up. Probably crack it out of this, put it in a pro mold. But yeah, I buy sports cards from time to time, boys. Look at that.
Nice.
Very
cool.
cool.
Is the Hail to Pit also jersey? Is that?
Yeah, it's jersey
awesome.
behind it. Obviously
That
not
is pretty
associated to any player, event, or Pickett. But
Why would it be?
Why would it be? But yeah, National
Awesome
Treasures,
card,
the
awesome
one card
card.
auto. So yeah, very, very pleased to pick this one up for $30. Yeah, why not? I'll pick these up all day. The market has softened a little on Kenny Pickett since the last I bought some of his
Just
cards.
a little
Just
bit.
gonna throw that out there. Super Bowl champion. Put some respect on that name.
Well, at least you were smart enough to buy Kenny Pickett autographs that also had Dan Marino's autograph on it.
That helps. Yeah, that does help. They are holding value. And then finally, I'm going to have a beer. EP, you going to have a beer?
Yeah, I was hoping you were going to.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm going to have a beer. But I'll tell you what, I hate drinking out of a bottle. Don't you hate drinking out of a bottle? I like drinking out of cans or glasses, not so much bottles. So just get
wow.
this here.
That's a cool glass. Well, if someone wanted to get one of those, how could they?
They can't. This is
limited edition.
A one of two.
They have to send Joe or I something really good. Maybe we'll send them the glass.
Yeah.
I'll try to get working on that to see if our new place has glasses, because they're pretty badass.
And I'll tell you what, having it in hand, the actual like printing is legit. It's not cheap. It like you can feel it coming off the glass. It is really, really sharp. So we need more of these. We need beer mugs, Mike, I think would be really cool too. So yeah.
And koozies, right?
I've been begging for koozies. Don't even get me going. I've been begging for koozies. But here we go. Mike's Retro Trading Cards glass. Sorry, you can't have one unless, again, you send me something really nice.
I'll work on it. I promise I'll work on it. Tell me in the comments if you want one. Maybe nobody wants one, so maybe I have better things I could do with my time, because other people don't.
My nephew saw that and wanted one. He's like, "How do I get one of those?" I was like, "You can't. You just can't get it." And like, so yes,
so we know at least one, maybe even two, maybe EP will even get one.
Yeah, definitely.
It's all part of our plan to build demand for the product before we release it, and then we'll do a limited run. Yeah,
that is
glass.
But yeah, that is sharp. That is sharp.
Cool.
There you go.
Cool.
Now, do you think I should change the lettering to white on it instead of black?
Maybe.
Or
maybe.
I mean, I drink a lighter beer, so mine look fine.
That's
but
true.
Yours with the darker beer in it is a little harder to see the print. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's possible.
We'll have to have a light beer version and a dark beer version. Yeah.
There, so
we are off the rails again.
People can buy two now. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Smart. All right.
Oh, what's new and exciting, EP?
Well, I don't think we're going to talk about SGC, like the whole thing with Peter leaving and everything, and so I want to just briefly talk about something that I didn't.
I'm pretty sure we already did talk about that.
Yeah, I just right at length, sure. But I saw a video this past week, Clever Cuban Cards, who it was a really cool YouTuber, and he talked about something that an angle that I hadn't thought about. We didn't discuss. He used to work for Mars. Right, the company, the candy company, and he said to like he made this like 10-minute video. He's like, why would eBay not, or why would PSA collectors not want to own the number 1 and number 2? Well, why not own Snickers and M&Ms, or Snickers and Milky Way, or whatever your 2 favorite ones are from their stable? And he said that it doesn't make any sense when if you leave a spot open for number 2, somebody's going to take that spot, and there could potentially be a competition for you. So I thought it was an interesting take, and I just wanted to share that. Why would you not want to have 2 companies? I mean, obviously they're not really competing with each other. I mean,
they're doing the exact same thing, though. I understand what he's saying, but I don't know that analogy really fits, because you're in one, you're selling candy bars that are like completely different, but really grading isn't different. You're sending it to a grader to get a number. Like, my opinion is, I feel like that's an apples and oranges, kind of argument there. Like, I just feel like they're doing the exact same thing SGC is doing, and it doesn't make sense monetarily to do it separately when you could just do it in-house when your company is more popular, and you could take assets from the company you own and use those to continue to build your business. Because PSA is not having any trouble keeping their business growing. They're just into everything now. So, which we'll get into it a little bit.
And they're not, SGC wasn't the number 2 when they were bought. I mean, they've already been eclipsed. They were eclipsed by CGC, I would argue, a few months ago at this point, or probably a year ago at this point. They've been
overall rating. Yeah.
Yeah. I just think it's hard, like, because PSA is continuing to expand their company. So it's really kind of hard if you need graders and you need different parts of the machine to continue to grow your company, to also be hiring the same people to do the other part of it to do the same thing. So that's just my take on it.
And it's easier to poach candy makers. I mean, graders from another company. So yeah, that's where we're at.
That is where we're at. We're also a channel that added some new content this week. So if you have not, yes, I know, we finally got off our lazy butts and recorded some more content. Joe had an extra video drop about a $100 million collection that he bought.
To us, it felt that way, huh?
Yeah, to this channel, absolutely. Yeah. And I have a big reveal from ComC that I got, a bunch of 90s basketball cards, really, really cool stuff in that. I had a lot of cards, so I had to go through some of it really fast, so it wasn't an hour-long video. And I have a pretty cool video I've been working on that's going to be dropping probably this week. So I'll let people know. I'll send a little post out to let people know when it's going to drop, but I think people are going to like it. Watch it. These guys make fun of me all the time because nobody watches my content. Please just watch my content. That's fair.
That's fair.
I'm no Joe Day.
That's also fair. I will say, if you want us to do more content like that, you got to watch the extra stuff we put out. We appreciate you watching us Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. But if you want to see more reveals, and I'm thinking about buying some boxes, some non-sports boxes. I have some money burning a hole in my pocket because I missed out on a couple auctions. So I might be buying some boxes to rip. If you guys want to see content like that, definitely go check out what we dropped and what Mike's dropping this week.
Yeah, the idea Mike has is one he's been talking about for a while, and I'm excited about it. It's really cool. It's an idea that he's been kicking around for quite a bit. I'm excited, and apparently I'm the slacker because I'm the one that doesn't have the extra video. So
I didn't want to say it.
Football season's just about over. High school football season.
Nope,
so
it's just starting
with the EP will be back, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so you skipped the whole off season. I see.
The bots are going to be coming after you, Mike. Watch yourself.
Hey, he was the one that told him he'd be back after high school football season.
Yeah, I think I came back with an episode or two, but
I don't think you did. No, you didn't.
What is the point of keeping him hostage down there in the third box if he's not going to make content? I mean,
we
blink
force
twice
him to
if
do
you're
these
safe,
shows, but we can only force him to do the 3. We can't force him to do an extra one.
Yeah.
We are not good at this, Joe.
We
don't kid. All right, let's get into it. And we're only 10 minutes into it this week. We're not a half hour into it. Yeah, I took a little flack for that last week too. But yeah, well earned. In case
we were way
you
off
didn't
last
know,
week.
Yes, we were. We had a lot of stuff to get to last week.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know if you've realized this, but GameStop and PSA have had kind of a business relationship for a while now. GameStop has been sending cards into PSA. PSA has been grading a lot more cards and a lot more Pokemon cards. I almost feel like that was almost being done for a reason, because GameStop and PSA have announced their new Power Packs Repacks. You will be able to go to the GameStop website and buy digital packs that contain one PSA graded card. The card will be linked to a physical card. So even though you're buying it digital, you will actually own the card, which is stored in the PSA Vault. You can have that card shipped to you if you want it. You can keep it in the PSA Vault. You can even sell it through PSA on PSA's eBay later on if you want to, or you can sell it back to GameStop. They're going to be using Card Ladder as their value determined. Why wouldn't they? Because they own Card Ladder. This like it's just one big shiny happy package, isn't it? They're initially offering Pokemon and football, but it's only available to beta testers so far, which is a little frustrating because they keep advertising it. It's all over the social media. But if you go there, if you're not a beta tester, you can't buy it. So I'm not sure why they're trying to make me go there and buy it when I can't buy it if I go there. Pokemon and football, they offer $25, $50, $100, $500, and $1,000 repacks. And they have a transparent checklist. So Jeff Wilson came out with the big repack last week, and I kind of feel like 1 week later, it's old news. This is actually... I'll start with my comments on it. This is something I will actually buy. I can see myself buying a couple of these. I'm definitely going to buy a couple when they're available for content for the channel, but this is going to be huge. This is going to be absolutely huge, isn't it? Am I wrong?
Sadly, you're not. It will be huge. The Pokemon will be huge because as little as it seems football collectors and sports card collectors can't keep themselves away from the gamble, I think Pokemon collectors are so new to it. They're like, oh, this sounds amazing. This sounds really good. I could see we're building the gambling aspect into Pokemon collectors now. It's just we're gonna keep it going. Yeah, it's gonna be huge. By the way, you said it's like one big shiny package or whatever. It seems really incestuous to me. Like you can do this with your card or that with your card. It's like the quiz EP made people take to buy cards from him at the show last week. Like there are so many provisos and things you can do with those cards. And of course you can sell it on PSA's eBay store because they get a cut of that too when they sell it for you, right? I mean, they're getting you coming and going. It's just another repack. Again, I said this last week, so I'm going to be consistent. I like that the repack is being done in a more transparent way. And if all repacks, again, all bad repacks went away and there were only these type of repacks, I'd be okay with that because it's a much safer proposition. That being said, here we go. Another repack. They are taking over the hobby, whether you like them or not. Maybe I'll buy one. I don't know. Maybe we'll have a repack battle, Mike. Let's do it. $1,000. Let's do it.
I'm in.
Okay.
Not $1,000, but I'm in.
You going right to that $1,000 one? No, sir. What was the lowest level? Was it $50 I think you said?
25.
25. I'm in. I'm definitely buying $25 one.
You can get a solid $10 card out of that $25 repack.
I mean,
I'll do a battle with you on $100 one. We'll do that.
Okay. All right. Football or Pokemon?
The transparent checklist is the key, right? Like that's the thing. You can actually see what you're going to get. Like I think that's great. This is again somebody doing it the right way. I mean, it was coming, but the whole digital part where you can sell it back to allow them to put it in another repack, somewhere. Like of course they're going to do that, but that's the only part that feels gross out of this to me. And I love the different tiers like that. I mean, to have that many different tiers is great. Like that's, in my opinion, that's how something like this should be done. Especially if you want to grow it. And I've like I said, like Mike said, like they're gonna do out really well. Like they're gonna sell a lot of these to a lot of people. Power to the players, man.
It's crazy, and we talk about episode 1 all the time. it's really funny now, all these years later, listening to what Michael Rubin wanted to do when he was talking to Bill Simmons. PSA has outdone Michael Rubin and Fanatics in making the hobby a one-stop shop. Other than, Fanatics doesn't have the grading, PSA doesn't have the manufacturing, but PSA doesn't need the manufacturing. They're basically a manufacturer by being the grader. The people are sending their cards, they're taking the cards, people are going to be able to sell them right from the vault, never get them back. Other places, people are going to be able to buy them right from the vault. Like, they are kind of a manufacturer now. They're manufacturing slabs, and they're doing all of this better than Fanatics. Like, Fanatics is nowhere near them in terms of wanting to be this all-encompassing one-stop shop for a collector.
PSA is building more wealth in the hobby than Fanatics is.
Oh, way more.
Absolutely, way more. Like, a card you pull, like, I have friends that ask me, my opinion on some Star Trek cards. Like, what's the most valuable? What's the grail? What's this? What's that? The most expensive Star Trek card to ever sell was a base card from 1967 because it was in a PSA 8 or 9 slab. Like, what? It's $1 card, and it's like a $5,000 card because it's in a piece of plastic that has a number next to it. PSA is creating so much wealth in this hobby, for better or for worse, depending on where you stand on it, that it's just, they are definitely doing more financially. They are doing more to impact the hobby than I think even the top and soon to be only manufacturer of the 4 major sports and some of the most important and valuable non-sports IP. They are doing way more than Fanatics is in terms of value. So, like, it's crazy when you think about it. And, at a certain point, it's like, are we going to talk about the grading numbers? I mean, they are spanning across not just sports. Fanatics has sports and a couple of the non-sports IP, but PSA grades everything. They grade everything. Mm-hmm. Now they're grading comic books, though. I have thoughts on that, but they're grading comic books now. They grade toys. They grade everything. And at a certain point, I mean, I don't see another grading company ever being anywhere near them, even CGC, in terms of like the value they're putting on their product, the amount of product they're grading. It's absolutely crazy.
I think not only are they growing, they're increasing the wealth, but they have the, they have their growing reputation. They're growing good reputation. And I feel like in the hobby, they might be the highest reputation of all the companies, just because if you want to send a card, get it graded, your best value option, the one that is considered to be number one, is PSA. And I feel like even though they obviously other missteps, every company's gonna have missteps, especially when they're dealing with the volume that they're dealing with. But they are, I went with further, they might be the most revered company in the hobby right now.
The misstep thing, yes. They need to be better at responding to missteps. Mm-hmm. That is the one thing I really don't like about PSA, how bad they are at responding to some pretty big missteps. So, like, yes, if they want to stay the most revered company in the hobby, they need to address that on the front end versus just same like Fanatics. They do the same thing. They they react. They're not proactive. They're reactive.
Fanatics always gives we're aware of the problem. We are always striving to do better, like the same old BS that every company,
press release,
they don't care.
BS.
Yeah, absolutely. That just kind of the arbitrage of doing business at that level. Like, some of it's going to be crap and they don't care because they know people are going to keep doing it. People are going to keep grading cards clearly. And now, like, it's just mind-blowing to me, though, that I could send cards into them, and a lot of people are already doing this. This is an old man talking here, but sending cards into them, not for them to send them back. It's feeding them cards for inventory for their product that they're manufacturing out of all of our cards. We're giving them there's the stuff they need to do their thing, to make their money. Right? And we're getting our cut, so we're fine with it. Like, it really is a huge ecosystem for collectors and for money. Like, this, where would the hobby go if PSA wasn't here? Like, they are becoming like the rock of the hobby, more so than even Fanatics. I think they're way more important than Fanatics are right now. Just the fact too, just think of how absurd it is. As I'm talking so glowingly about PSA, I'm not saying this in a negative way. I'm saying it in a, like, I'm, as a business person myself, I'm like, my mind is blown by the fact that they have been able to convince people that they need to grade all of their brand new stuff. And all, then the comic books and the toys and like, pretty soon we're going to have everything we own slabbed, not be able to use any of it.
It's going to your grandmother's house, and she has the sofa covered in plastic.
Exactly.
Like, what
has a grade on it.
The grade on it. You know, that sofa is a PSA 8 for sure. I mean, different grader might have given it a 9, but like, we were talking about, they don't manufacture cards, but they manufacture with these repacks. They're kind of manufacturing card sets, right? They're manufacturing a product to open. And I guess the issue I'm going to have with these repacks is, at what point are, like, the three of us and our viewers the weird ones for actually wanting to have the cards in hand?
I think we already are.
Like, this penny picket I bought was like $30. Like, you want to send it to the vault? No. What are we talking? I want this card back, you know, and I think there are so few people now that actually care about physically having the cards. They're perfectly happy with having something in a vault. You know, when like the fifth option is to send you your card back, like, what are we doing? But that's kind of where we're at this point.
Yeah, Mike, when you said about having everything graded, I just immediately thought of, like, people, like, every photo and every painting in their house, like, hanging on the walls, all graded. All your video games graded. You can't put your video games in your game console anymore, because the game is graded and the console is graded. Like, okay, well,
and your controller is graded.
Yep. Yeah. I was talking to Mike before you hopped on, EP, that you know, I'm looking at an autograph card on eBay, and the seller very knowledgeably put that there was a ding corner on the top, the top right corner. And I messaged them. I said, you know, I don't really care so much about the condition of the card. I'm just curious how the autograph looks. Can you take a couple of pictures of the autograph? And the guy goes, oh, sure. Like, you could see through the text that he sent me that he was working out in his head that someone didn't care about the condition of the card, and they only cared about the autograph. He's like, yeah, no one's really asked me that before. I've never really looked at the autograph. What are we doing here? Like, so yeah, that's the hobby we in. No one cares about anything but the card grade when it's in a piece of plastic with a really ugly red label on it, right? I think that's all we care about.
I just pictured somebody, like, typing. I think sometimes somebody typing a text.
Yeah,
the dots. Then they stop for a little bit. Then they start typing again. Then they stop. It's like, I was really thinking, it was like the autograph. Oh my gosh, I never looked at the autograph.
Right. And anyone down in the comments who wants to say, oh, you guys are talking glowingly, like Mike was saying, talking glowingly. We're not talking glowingly about PSA. We're just telling you what's happening. Mm-hmm. Like, this is what's happening with PSA. Like, whether you like it or not, and some people might not. It's just what's happening. That's what PSA has turned into.
Like Mike said, like, they are the rock. They are the glue that holds everything together right now. Like, I mean, in this hobby, for better and for worse, that they're what this hobby is gravitating toward.
Yeah, they're involved in everything. Like, if they weren't there, we would feel it more than if Fanatics wasn't there. Fanatics would just, you know, it would be a different company. Somebody else would be making the cards. But all this other stuff is where people are making their money at it, and people are liquidating their collections, and completely different than how we all collected, and probably how most of the people watching us collected. And, you know, I'm not saying it's better, it's different though, and not changing. I'm like amazed though at how good of a job they have done at getting their hand involved in everything to
training
make themselves
people.
Absolutely
training people that they have to grade their cards. It's funny, as you mentioned, could you imagine if they just one day weren't there? EP and I are big fans of the show called The Leftovers, for those of you who watched it. And it's just 2% of the world's population just disappears, right? Could you imagine if, like, PSA just disappeared, or PSA graded cards, just the slabs just disappeared? And it's like, everyone would be losing the hobby would shut down. Like, how long before the hobby actually started back up? Like it's wild to think about.
Crazy. Oh, I mean, just again, let us know in the comments if you're interested in buying any of the repacks from GameStop. I am going to. I'm telling you right now. I don't know. I'm not saying I'm going to do it all the time, but I absolutely will buy some of these once we're able to. So, and Joe and I have a little pack war going.
Pack war.
We'll have to figure out how to do that.
Sales. We'll use the EP's portion of the profit from our.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, the National just ended, and some of the big news out of the National this year is that the National in 3 years is going to be held in Detroit, Michigan. It's going to be held at the 700,000 square foot Huntington Place. Don't say anything bad about Detroit on social media, because people that like Detroit are going to come out and get you. I'm just saying Detroit isn't really a place that's high on my list of places I would like to go see. Not saying there's anything wrong with your city. I'm just saying not really something I want to do. It beat out Atlanta, Georgia, and the World Congress Center there with the $1.5 million square foot facility down there. There's such a they just don't want to move this thing out of the Midwest, and I can't understand it. The hobby has grown so much. If you saw the line, did you see the videos of the lines of the people to get in at Chicago? Mm-hmm. It was crazy. The hobby has moved beyond these facilities that they've always gotten sweetheart deals with and like to do business with. And maybe it's time to not just let the same old attendees vote on the same old places over and over again. How do you call it a national convention when you never move this thing? It has gone from Chicago to Cleveland to Chicago to Chicago to Chicago to Detroit. Then it'll probably go back to Chicago after Detroit. I don't know. That's not a national to me. Why don't you go to the Javits Center in New York City? Why can't you go to Las Vegas? Why can't you go to Atlanta? I just feel like they're so far behind the times. The hobby has evolved clearly. There are so many people that are part of it. Why don't we take advantage of this and use some of these gigantic facilities where they could have this and have this show done where it could be proper? It could be a bigger show. People would have a little more room to move around. It just blows my mind. They always have to stay in the Midwest over and over and over and over again.
I don't mind it being in Detroit. The city of Detroit, I do not mind it being in. If we're alive in 3 years, we can talk about possibly going. EP has its mark for death, but so I don't mind it being in Detroit. I've never been to Detroit. I've heard it's on the upswing. I would like to visit it at some point. But to your point, Mike, it's just like, I guess the argument, and I don't know this for a fact, but I've heard people say this like anecdotally. The argument is keep it central so that people from the East and the West can come in. People go to the Dallas Card Show all the time. People go to Burbank all the time. Like, people go to these shows that are on their places. Like, the dealers might have issues because of, I guess you'd have to road trip with your boxes. You can't really fly. But again, try someplace different, see what happens before you poo-poo it. Like, Atlantic City was east, so that was at least good. But then there was the whole, we're going to get murdered in Atlantic City. I'm sure people will be saying the same thing about
they already
Detroit.
are.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like, but that is definitely people who refer to the National this year, next year, and the year after as Chicago.
Yeah,
it's Rosemont. It's like me calling this place downtown Pittsburgh, where I live. You guys have been here. Is it downtown Pittsburgh out here?
No, not at all. Not quite.
It is not. So, like, let's stop calling it Chicago. Like, this is actually in the city of Detroit. I think it could be a fun time. For us, it'll probably be easier to get to if we do decide to go. But just thinking on a grander scale, Atlanta is a hopping city. I've been there. It's awesome, though. Fat, sweaty guys in July in Atlanta would be rough, but I'd be willing to go. It is a good time. But yeah, I'm happy that Detroit caught it because I do like Detroit, or I want to like Detroit. I want to, Rob and I have talked about going out there, but I'm not happy that it's constantly in the city, with the exception of that 1 year in Atlantic City. It's constantly in the same area of the country.
Mm-hmm. Not only is it in the Midwest, it's always in the northern Midwest too. Like that's the thing. Like, right. And I love a new city unlocking the national. That's great. Like I feel like a new city should get it every year. Like Chicago getting it 5 times in the last 7 years, something like that. 5 times in the last 6 years. It's just, and I realize that people like it there, but I wonder if they have a lot of maybe big fish type dealers that are like located close to there, and that's part of the reason why. And they like lobby or something to get it to stay there, but because like why not unlock a new city every year? Like why not have it be in we have all these major metropolitan cities throughout the country. Why not have it unlock somewhere else, like somewhere cool? Bring that to another town, another area. And maybe there's some in the like the farther west Midwest where there's less population. But I mean, there's so many along the the eastern, like the eastern seaboard and stuff that they could be some really cool things.
Vegas, Denver,
right?
A bunch of places.
It definitely needs a bigger facility than the facilities they have it in. They're just not big enough to. You're using the same facilities you already used when you probably have 5 times the number of people attending the shows now. Right. Like how, in what world to anybody who organizes any event does that make sense other than the fact that you want to keep the sweetheart deals you have in the cheap places so the organizers can just make more money and they don't really give a shit at the end of the day about the collectors. You're all going to just come anyway.
Can you imagine the wait list too for dealers trying to get into that now? The way the hobby has grown, like there's probably wait list is probably massive. They could probably fill 2 convention centers if they filled the entire wait list, right? Like, and they just should pick.
Atlanta is twice as big as the convention center in Detroit. Like you could have a lot more new dealers. Make it fresh for the people who attend every year. You can go to your favorite dealer, but a lot of people get sick of seeing some of the old time dealers that sell the same stuff over and over again. Why not? Those people don't have to go away. You could just add new people to the mix, but you would need a bigger facility and you don't want to because you won't make as much money. You could make as much money.
Can't we all just be a little happy though that Jeff Wilson didn't get what he wanted? I mean, that kind of makes me a little happy. Like he had to be disappointed, right? He had to be pushing for this. You would think the face of the hobby would have more sway with the national that they could get down to Atlanta. That is the reason I thought Atlanta was going to get it. I really believe that Jeff Wilson and his popularity within the hobby, again, for better or for worse, anyone worried about last Wednesday's show, for better or for worse, his popularity within the hobby, I'm kind of surprised he wasn't able to sway them to go down to Atlanta. Atlanta's a great city anyway.
I don't think he has any sway.
No. Yeah, I think a lot of those like really big time, they probably just a lot of long time, big time dealers from the northern Midwest.
So that might have hurt Atlanta. So it's Jeff Wilson's fault. Circling back.
Atlanta has a fantastic convention center and it's a big hub for flying. So like some of these areas, even though people would have to travel, they can handle it. A lot more flights coming in and out of, but whatever. They're just going to do
Hall of
what
Fame
they do.
There. The Coke tour is actually, Coke Museum is actually pretty fun. I mean, there's a lot of stuff down there to do too. I mean, I wouldn't have minded Atlanta, but it is what it is. It's going to be Midwest for the next 10 years. Easy.
Forever. We'll be gone long before they ever move it.
We might not even make it to Detroit, MP.
We might not, sadly. Okay. Well, one thing that didn't make it were the autographs that Bryson DeChambeau apparently signed in Upper Deck products for 2020 and 2021 because complete run of his autographs were offered for sale, I guess, on the Goodwill auction website. Literally, the boxes of all the cards that he signed for a bunch of different sets from 2020 and 2021 Upper Deck golf products, and they never made it in the products. Apparently, did some digging. It was said that Upper Deck did remove him from the checklist before they were released. So, but these were supposed to be. I'm guessing they probably did because they didn't have the cards. Maybe nobody knew where they were.
Yeah.
Apparently, just try to picture this situation. Somebody somewhere probably found a whole bunch of Bryson DeChambeau autographs. And then at some point they decided that, well, I'm not going to sell these. I'm just going to donate them to Goodwill. And Goodwill's like, hell yeah, we'll sell them. And it had a $45,000 bid on it. I guess they eventually pulled the auction. It was boxes of them, though, hundreds and hundreds of cards, though, Joe.
Wow.
So this whole thing like makes my brain hurt. Like, he signed them all. They weren't unsigned. He actually took the time and signed all of these cards, yet somehow didn't get them back to Upper Deck. Did he try to get them back to Upper Deck? Did he forget about them? I want to know. I need to know. Maybe I'll call Bryson and ask him.
Yeah, give him a ring.
I watch his YouTube channel, so I'm sure he'd pick up because I'm a YouTube content creator myself. So
Yeah.
I call him and ask it, what happened with these? I want to know what in the world happened that led him to sign all these autographs and ended up with them being donated to Goodwill.
By the way, our channel probably just slightly less than his.
Just a little bit, yeah.
A little bit, okay, yeah. So maybe he'll pick up. Yeah, was it? I think it was you, Mike, who had mentioned in our text chain that he had recently sold his house, and maybe there was
he has been in the process of building a new home for the last couple of years. So that was what I was wondering. Like, did he maybe sign these and put them away somewhere in his old house and then moved out and completely forgot about them? New owners moved in. We're like, what the heck is this? Let's get rid of those.
Donated.
Maybe.
Yeah. And I mean, that's possible. Luckily, he's not a very well-known golfer, so it didn't really probably affect the value of the product at all. So, I mean, that's rough. Upper Deck, man, pick up a phone. What are you doing? Like, why are you not? Oh, we're starting to collate this set. We may need one of the top golfers. We may need his autographs for this.
Maybe they did. Maybe Bryson was like, well, I signed them. I don't know
where they ended up. Yeah, I need to hear more about this story. It is funny. Like, this is, and what is like good? I don't know why Goodwill pulled it. I mean, did Goodwill be like, oh shit, maybe we should pull it and go to Golden Auction or go?
I wonder if Upper Deck called them. I wonder if like Upper Deck called them.
Yeah.
Then Upper Deck better donate some money to the Goodwill to get them back. Like, that's, I mean, if they were donated to Goodwill, their Goodwill owns them now. They were donated. It's not like,
but if someone from Goodwill
broke into his house,
they're not something that we're supposed to.
They're contraband.
Release. Yeah, like they probably aren't allowed to sell it. There are, it's one of those things that they're something that was Upper Deck's property that didn't get back to them, so it's kind of they're not able to.
I care more about Goodwill getting some donations, guys. You know, get a heart. No, Upper Deck should buy them from Goodwill. Honestly, like make a donation to Goodwill. You know, hey, our bad for not having this golfer's autographs in our product. I'm not seeing what Upper Deck did wrong, though, that you're blaming things on Upper Deck.
That would just be a Goodwill.
But Joe's kind of like blaming this on Upper Deck somehow.
Well, Upper Deck should have gotten to the bottom of it before they released the product. They took him off the checklist, and maybe they did.
How do you know? I'm kind of thinking they probably tried to find these cards, and
I'm so used to Fanatics screwing things up that I forget we're talking about Upper Deck.
The fact that they took them off the checklist tells me that they probably got to a point where they're like, "Well, crap, we got to take them off. We don't have them. Doesn't look like we're going to get them." So
now, if this was a Fanatics product, would it be like they probably fucked up? Like, I would say that. That's probably why in my head I'm assuming the company screwed up, but you're probably right. Upper Deck probably did do the right thing. I get that. But I need to know more. I need to know how this happened.
Especially like it's weird too. That's the thing. That's what I love about this story, because they're all signed. So Bryson did his part too. So did they get sent and something happened to the package? Did the company that was shipping them lose them? Somebody steal them and then be like, oh crap, I can't sell these, I'm going to get in trouble, and dump them off at Goodwill? Like, there's so much to it that doesn't make sense. I do think though that Upper Deck had to have been like, come on, where are the cards? Like, you said you sent them, and Bryson clearly signed hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cards. So I'm thinking, I have a hard time believing he might have just thrown them in a closet. I don't know. Did he not get them done in time? I don't know.
Did anyone look at the autograph? Did anyone look at the autograph to verify? Has anyone thought that maybe they were blank autograph cards and someone was... They
do.
They verified that? Okay.
I don't. I mean, I don't know.
It's the hobby.
I don't know if anybody officially did, but they do look like just like his autograph. So he has a very distinct looking autograph, and they look just like his autograph. I'm not an authenticator, so I'm not going to say they're authentic.
You're probably as qualified to do it though.
Give me a picture of a real autograph. I'll look at the two.
Yeah.
Call me Goodwill. I'll authenticate them for you.
Okay, so are Bryson's autographs the reason why like Upper Deck's golf stuff has been delayed? Like the other stuff has been so late. Like they're releasing like 2022 stuff like this year. Like maybe they're like, Bryson, come on, man, we really need those autos. Where are those autos at? So
everything was pushed back because Bryson didn't get the autos in, and they waited for the golf, and that pushed all the hockey and all the other stuff back too.
The marble
clearly
chain reaction. Yep.
It's all Bryson's fault.
So Mike alluded to it, like were these found in like a back of a mail warehouse somewhere, or a back of a mail truck, like after like years later, like just kind of sitting somewhere, and then nobody picked it up or something like that. So I also this was proof again that like we are in it, like we're in the hobby, so we know things, and we understand how this works. But there clearly are still a lot of people out there who have like that the person that donated it in theory didn't know what they had, and then when the Goodwill people when they put it up, like they didn't know what they had. So I feel like that in a lot of cases, like I feel like there's probably still like stuff out there, fines. I was talking to somebody over the weekend before Memorial Day, I think it was, or the weekend after Memorial Day, and I said I said about some cards, and there's like, oh, they're trying to make him important again. I was like, dude, like there was just a set that was this was like a week after like the set released for like $30,000, or it was started at $30,000, and he's like, what? I was like, yeah, dude. And he's like, well, I've got some Griffey rookies at home. It's like, you should get online and see what your Griffey rookies are worth right now.
Yeah, some Donruss and Fleer.
Probably.
That's what everybody has.
I didn't say that, but probably.
All right. Well, a card that is also pretty valuable, EP. There is a Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan 2007 exquisite dual LogoMan autograph 1/1. The LogoMan from Jordan's is from the 50th anniversary season 2, so it's the gold one, and Kobe's is the red, white, and blue one. It is up for auction on Heritage Auctions. We might want to pool our money together. It's only currently at $2.9 million.
Why do we have to put money then?
Well, if it goes a little higher.
Okay.
The current record for the highest sale of a basketball card was $5.9 million for a 2009 National Treasures LogoMan 1/1 of Steph Curry. This auction ends 8/23. I kind of feel like this has to be the most valuable basketball card of all time. It has to sell for more than that. This card was privately owned. It has never been up for sale before. I believe it's the only dual LogoMan of the two of them. It's a crazy card. It's a crazy piece of history with those two on it. Maybe it challenges the Mickey Mantle. I don't know.
You said this is from the 03 Exquisite set, the first year of Exquisite.
07.
Yeah. Okay. They didn't have anything in 03 together, or was it 04? The first Exquisite set? That's kind of surprising. They
may have had cards together, but not a dual LogoMan.
Okay. But wildly, none of those LogoMan are from any specific game or event, right?
No, I think they were actually
back
worn.
They were game worn? What is this?
Yeah.
What is this craziness?
That doesn't mean anything, though, right?
No one cares about
cares
game
about
worn.
that,
No, that's nothing. And the Steph Curry, which is the number one, was a RPA, right? It was his rookie patch auto. Yeah. Could you imagine if this had some ink on it? Oof. That would, I mean, clearly.
They are autographed.
They're
dual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a dual LogoMan.
No. LogoMan auto.
2007 exquisite dual LogoMan auto.
Yeah.
1 of 1. Yeah.
What the Mantl's 10 million? I mean, this has to get close.
12 something. Yeah. 12.
Right.
6,
Like,
I think.
wow. I thought it was just the LogoMan, like Ken Golden was holding up in Times Square. No, this has ink. Oh yeah. This is gonna be wild. I don't think I could even afford this, boys. We might have to pull money.
That's why I was saying we had to pull our money.
No.
This sells for millions more than the Steph Curry, and I wouldn't be at all surprised if it sniffs that Mickey Mantle price range. Like when you talk about, like I've talked a lot about how there's so many 1-on-1s, about how Panini wants to put a 1-on-1 in every pack, 1-on-1 in every box. Like this is this is, if you want to talk about 1-of-1s, like put a 1-on-1 on the pedestal, like with that gold LogoMan for Jordan on top of it, plus the Kobe auto and the Jordan auto. Like this is a 1-of-1 to beat all 1-of-1s. And I feel like it should go for more than the Mantle, just because of that fact, and because it is Kobe and Michael Jordan, two of the greatest to ever do it, maybe possibly the two greatest to ever do it, autographed and LogoMans on the same card. Like this is a card, man. This is a card. I love it. I can't wait to see what it goes for.
It's only a PSA 6, Joe. So
nope. It's
$100. I'll give you 100 for it. Yeah, it's only a
150 maybe. I mean, thank God someone slabbed that. Whew.
Well, I mean, you have
got
to
it graded. Right? Why don't you just get it authentic?
Just slab it authentic. Slap it on. Like EP will never agree on this. Slap it authentic. What's it matter what grade it is? It's just like, that's one of the few things I got dragged by the algorithm into watching some Jeff Wilson national content. And he actually, I'm like, I hate the fact that I'm agreeing with Jeff Wilson, because he made the comment that, grading 1-of-1s, that it doesn't, a PSA 10 1-of-1 doesn't hold the multiplier premium that other cards do. And I'm like, damn it, I agree with that. But so yeah, I'm ready to call it a day, kids. I don't think I can ever agree with Jeff Wilson and feel good about myself. But anyway, yeah, I mean, this card, 8 million over under. What's the over under?
I think over, man. I think over.
Like, I think it could be too. We talk about, like the Mantle, when we talked about that sale, we were talking about these cards are a status symbol, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this one's rarer than like high grade Mickey Mantle cards. There are a couple of those out there.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody out there, Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant on the same card. The first one of this type of thing, the only one with them on it, never had a chance to buy it before. Kind of feel like there are going to be a lot of people with a lot of money out there that are going to want that in their trophy case.
Is there a Dick's Sporting Goods equivalent in Chicago or in LA that may be very, very interested in having this card? I'm not even exaggerating.
I feel like there are collectors with deeper pockets than Dick's Sporting Goods in the basketball realm, like the basketball fans and stuff. Like there's some really, really like with really, really, really deep pockets. Like I feel like this is that's part of the reason why I think it's gonna go for so much, because there are a lot of people that are willing to spend a lot of money for basketball cards. And like Mike said, like there's never been anything like this available on the market. Never anything like this. So like that's why I'm so excited about seeing where it goes.
Yeah, this will be a fun one to track. It'll be about 3 weeks or so. We'll be able to give you the news on that. But yeah, amazing card. There's not a lot of this kind of stuff that makes me go, wow, that's a great card. Someone just old enough. It's new enough that the new people love it. Yes. And it's old enough that people like us love it. So,
and I'd love to know more about the seller. I'd love to know where they got it. I'd love to know the history. Like, that's the kind of thing that I think is lost a little bit in the hot. I'd love to know just the history of who pulled this. When did they pull it? I was talking to our boy Bargain. I mentioned we were talking as I was driving to Danville last weekend, and he was talking about how he opened up some 03. Was it exquisite in 03 as well? Like the LeBron, like he opened up a box of that. and he actually bought the LeBron rookie RPA and had it, and his wife made him sell it because she was like, sell it after right after he bought it. So
wow.
Yeah, could you imagine? I want to do a top 5 hobby regrets video from the viewers. Comment that's got to be up there, top 5 with a bullet. But yeah, like, could you imagine? But I'd love to know who pulled this. I'd love to know like the history of this card. It'd be really entertaining.
I feel like this card, there's definitely a story behind this card, and I feel like hopefully the person who bought it has a good story, and hopefully they are willing to do it, because this is the kind of card, the kind of thing that happens in the hobby that deserves and should get a documentary, and very, very well might get a documentary if it has some sort of story to it. Like, this is the kind of card that people are going to be talking about for a long time.
Carl's still talking about
it. Carl's still talking about it. Absolutely. Oh, well, we talked at the top about GameStop and PSA having their power packs. A company that's been doing that for a while is Courtyard.io. They're the ones that have the virtual digital vending machine, but it's the same thing. You're buying a digital version of a real card that's vaulted, and you can sell it back to them. They buy it back at 90% of the value, but they just raised $50 million in funding. So they have some big plans too. They're growing. I guess they've been doing a really good business, and they're coming out with an app, a mobile app, to be able to buy this stuff. Repacks, that's the hobby right now. Digital repacks are even taking over other repacks. You're not going to have to go to a card show to buy a repack, because you're going to be able to just pick up your phone. If I had a phone here, if I didn't use it for my camera, I would pick one up and
I have a calculator.
There you go, Joe.
I'll just use my calculator to look like a phone. Okay.
So
this is scary. This is like, we talk a lot about, the gambling aspect of the hobby and how it could ruin people's lives. One of the biggest reasons a lot of people's lives have been ruined from gambling is because of the apps, not just betting on sports, but playing blackjack, playing roulette, playing slots, playing poker on your phone. You don't have to get up and go anywhere. And I know you can buy repacks online as well. So, but just in general, to have it, you always have your phone. You don't always have your computer, right? So like, to be able to download an app and buy into digital repacks and just keep buying. Because here's the thing. You can sell at 90% of comps, but that doesn't mean that the comp of the card is equal to what you paid for the pack in the first place.
And it's most likely not going to be.
And it's most likely not. So you pay $100, you get a $50 card. You just sold it for $45. You just sold it for $45.
Didn't even need a calculator for that.
Yeah. You just sold it for $45, and now you just lost $55. How many times do you do that in a row before you're like, oh shit? How many times before you get the same card that you just sold for $50 or $45? So yeah, this is dangerous. Don't, if you can't afford it, please don't start. Don't even do it as a one fun experiment, because if you can't afford it, you're going to get trapped.
I've been doing like the NCAA March Madness tournament. Like, I run it at work, but I've been participating in it forever for like $2 or $1 or whatever. But I don't do sports betting. But you know what I do on this thing?
No,
I do. I place bets on DraftKings casino occasionally. I have a couple futures bets for some MVPs and that sort of stuff for $1 a piece. But this makes it so easy that even somebody who doesn't bet on stuff starts betting on stuff. So I feel like this is like Joe said, but one of the most dangerous things that they could possibly do, because there's no way I'm going to download this app, because I could see myself totally doing that. And if you buy 3 of them, you're gonna make enough back to buy it. If you get $50 cards for all 3 and they sell them all back, you can get another one. Like, it is a very, very dangerous, very scary thing in my opinion. That's something I'm gonna have to stay very far away from, because I could see myself getting into that for sure.
And you're trying to chase a card that likely you're not going to ever hit.
Yeah, it's like breaking, but it's more instant gratification. People don't have to wait for the break to fill and for the break to be done and sit through the video. Now I can just pick up my phone and buy
It's
repacked cards.
EPAC isn't that far away from it either. I think EPAC is pretty dangerous. That's an upper deck thing. I don't know if Panini or you've used EPAC. That can get dangerous too. EPAC. I mean, yeah, I would as well, but I could understand how people were like, "Oh, I'll just buy another box. I'll buy another box." You don't have to wait for it to physically come in. You don't have to buy into a break. You can just do it yourself.
Very, very, very tempting. Absolutely, yeah. Yep. I have had to cut myself off after a couple boxes of stuff. Yeah. The problem with EPAC is not every card is physically transferable, though. So, like, I have that Fleer retro set that's done in the 89 Fleer style. The base set you can't transfer over. So I really like that set, but it's in my EPAC account. What do I do with it?
Can you screen cap it and send it to me so I can own the set too?
I could, yeah.
Each individual card. He's like,
it'll be a couple of different pictures. I can't do them individually.
This is kind of off topic. Are there any that you can get back from that? Were there any cards that you can get from that set, like inserts?
Yeah, all the parallels and stuff. I transferred all those over. Any of the anything other than the base, you were able to transfer over. So I did that. I transferred, thankfully, the Goonies set, you were able to transfer the whole thing over because neither of you probably watched my ComC video because you guys don't watch my content. But I had a bunch of the Goonies cards in there that I had sent. You instantly transfer. They're being kept by ComC for Upper Deck. So the cards are there. So they instantly go in your account and then you can have them sent. So I have a bunch of the Goonies cards. I have some of the parallels from the Fleer set, but unfortunately the base set of the Fleer just sitting there. The base set of the Golf that I got too is also non-transferable.
Just sitting there collecting digital dust.
Yeah. I don't what do you do? I don't know what to do with it. This is the hobby though.
This is the hobby now.
Can you sell it back to Upper Deck for 90% of the value of the base set?
No, currently I could trade them to people, but why would people trade for something that you
I'm guessing people do. I'm guessing people do.
They do, so they can have the set like me in their EPAC account with never be able to get it. So I do enjoy going in and just, flipping through the cards on my screen. I don't. All right. Well, guys, I like to give you lists every now and then.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I have another list for you here this week because Collect had their list of the top 10 most iconic football cards of all time. And I'm like, Joe and EP are the most knowledgeable guys I know about football cards. I feel like they'll be able to hammer this list right down, probably in order if they wanted to. So I'm going to do it for the viewers just to showcase your incredible knowledge on the topic of football cards. You guys game? What do you think?
Caitlin Clark,
absolutely.
Black Prism 101.
Caitlin Clark.
Is that not one?
That was my joke, Joe.
Was that your pick? Damn, I'm sorry, Pete. Well, okay. I'm rooting for you, EP. I'm rooting for you. Okay. I'm kind of hoping that you do well here. Let's go 2000 playoff contenders, Tom Brady rookie autograph.
That is the number one card. Okay, so you guys are going from 1 to 10.
That's what
I thought you were going to go from 10 to 1, but okay.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't know the rules, but since I own that card, I felt I needed to say that one first.
I need to write down this so I can keep track of who gets the ones right. EP's going to win one of these times.
The Jim Brown rookie card.
Oh, you are going in order. Number 2, the 1958 Topps Jim Brown rookie card. Look at this. You're just flying right through it. It's okay. It's okay. I don't need the years on some of the older ones like that.
1986 Fleer Jerry Rice.
Fleer? I'll take the Topps Jerry
Rice. I'm sorry, Topps Jerry Rice. Sorry. Well, we don't have to say the
We have Michael Jordan on the brain there. Yes, the 86 Topps, but that's number 4, Joe. You were supposed to give me
really?
3. I'm behind now. EP, get number 3 here.
Really? Is it the Montana rookie, 1981?
Joe Montana, 1981. rookie card. Look at this. You got all 4 of the top ones. Need 5 through 10.
Now it gets interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Iconic, right? Iconic.
Most iconic football cards. Yes. Not most valuable.
Right.
Not prettiest looking.
Mm.
Not most nostalgic.
1998 playoff contenders, Peyton Manning.
Incorrect.
Oh, there it is.
Joe Day gets one wrong.
There it is. Damn it.
84 Dan Marino.
The 84 Topps Dan Marino is the number 8 card on the list. EP out to an early lead, 3-2 over Joe. Joe, you're behind. You don't.
I am behind. I don't play from behind. Often. Then I'm gonna do what EP does after he says one, or after I say one, he steals something from the same set. I'm gonna go 84 Elway.
Incorrect.
Oh my! I'm sorry. I'm a Dan. I love Dan Marino. I love Dan Marino. All right.
I'm sorry I threw you off with picking your boy for his.
I can't. I love Marino, but I'm sorry.
The Marino though always was more iconic back in the day than the Elway. Yes, Elway was never quite as popular as he really should have been for his success. He was a guy that kind of got more of his notoriety later on, but yeah, I don't know. He wasn't a guy that put up huge numbers like Marino did. So yeah, we still like numbers today.
All right.
Okay, EP, you can take a commanding lead here.
I don't know the year, but Joe Namath rookie card.
Number 6 is the 65 Topps Joe Namath rookie card. 4-2.
I'm on tilt here. 2017 Patrick Mahomes rookie card. And I'm just going to say it like that since EP gets away with it.
Yeah, but some of these people only have one where others have multiple. So if somebody has multiple, you got to get me in the ballpark.
I'm going to say 2017 flawless RPA Patrick Mahomes.
I'll give you that. It's the National Treasures Shield
same
one, but that's close. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. There's so many sets. There's so many sets.
So many. Yes. So
what number is
4-3? That was number 7. So we have 5, 9, and 10 remaining. 9 and 10 might be difficult. I don't know.
Lawrence Taylor Topps rookie card.
Incorrect.
Ooh, interesting.
I don't know. Joe, your chance to pull into a tie.
I know there's a 98 Manning, and I just it's not contenders. Topps Chrome Peyton Manning rookie card.
Incorrect, and there are no 98 Peyton Mannings for future reference.
Oh shit. Okay. Okay.
Joe, we do not allow swearing on the game show.
Oh, don't we?
Can't just bleep it out.
MTV game show. What are we?
Oh, okay.
Extreme.
Extreme.
These have all been bangers so far, but is the 1989 score Bo Jackson with the shoulder pads card on this list?
No, and interesting you would pick that over the
1989 Barry Sanders rookie, maybe?
No, that's not
Barry.
Are you serious?
No, neither of them are. I just thought it was interesting that EP went to Bo over Barry.
That is interesting that neither are
on
either.
I think the 89 Barry Sanders should be on here, but yeah, it's not on here.
Wow.
Holy shit. Why am I better at baseball than this? Like I picked all baseball. 3
of the cards that are remaining are, let's use the cutoff, pre-1980.
Okay. Otto Graham rookie card?
No, that is incorrect.
Okay.
Is it getting tough? One of these isn't tough.
Roger Staubach rookie card?
Nope.
Bart Starr rookie card.
Bart Starr is the number 10. The 57 Topps, I think you meant there, Joe.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. There are 2 left. One of these I feel like you guys should get, and the other...
Oh, dude. Oh, my God. Walter Payton rookie card.
There you go. Walter Payton
number 5
card.
Holy
yes,
crap.
number 5. You kind of forgot about one. Okay,
Yeah.
Joe, the pressure is on. You have one chance left to get this card that
And you said pre-1980.
that you're never ever going to guess. I'm talking pre-1980.
Red Grange rookie card.
Good guess. Incorrect, but good guess. EP.
Bronco Nagurski?
Yes. Holy crap.
He looked it up. I saw him typing.
No, I did not.
I saw him typing. He looked it up.
Nope.
Oh, wow.
Nope.
Asterisk.
Wow.
Asterisk.
Was it 8-2? How bad did I beat him?
There is no way.
The
you knew that.
1935
you knew that.
National Chickle Bronco Nagurski
There
rookie
is
card,
no way
number
he knew
9.
that.
6-4, our
new
new winner.
I call such horseshit.
Congratulations, Eric. How do you feel on your
God.
victory?
Well, I just want to, thank the fans, thank my mom and dad for putting me on the right path, and this is a great win. This win for all of us, though. Not just for me. It's for Mike and Joe too.
See, this is so. EP is not this good on his feet, so this feels really, really prepared. I don't know. The EP bots are going to come after me, and I don't care. There's no way he knew Bronco Nagurski. There is no way.
You seem to forget that I've been going through 80,000 football cards twice now.
How many Bronco Nagurski tabs are there in that?
There were like 6 Bronco Nagurski cards in the collection. So
and there are, because like Pro Set and some of those other weird early 90s things did put players like that in. So
the 1930 something Chickle in there, EP.
He, in his defense, he didn't know the year or the card set. He
I
just said,
didn't know the years, but
Bronco Nagurski rookie.
Mm-hmm.
So there you have it. The new champion, Eric Pahalik, right down there. And in case you don't know, EP stands for Eric Pahalik, because some people don't know that.
I thought it stood for Eric Pahalik. No.
Pahalik. All right, guys. That was a good chat this week. That's all I got for you, though. I will see you next week. Take care, guys.
Cheater.
Adios.